One Piece chapter 1120 titled Atlas. Boy, what does that mean? That's not good. Well, after a 1 week, a chapter break, Oda has dropped a bomb on everybody, and it's shocking. I mean, this goes back into the past. How long in the past? Well, we're about to find out. And let's start off with 26 years ago, before the mainline story of everything that popped off of Luffy's adventure. 26 years ago, Punk Hazard. Mind you, 26 years ago, the Punk Hazard has not been blown up, mind you. So it's still one of Vegapunk's labs or laboratory testing ground too. A genius in his prime. So we're going back to Vegapunk's past 26 years ago before he died till now. I implore you, Vegapunk, please aid us in our research. It is imperative that we study the void century. The world's history can't remain shrouded in darkness. Here's the shocking part. Who is talking to Prime Vegapunk, you ask? Well, we have the man, the myth, the one that got Buster called to oblivion, Clover, which y'all remember him as the person that revealed to the government, and the government responded and said, oh yeah? All right, check him out. Laters. Now, Clover says, our research requires expertise in numerous fields. I work for Vegapunk speaks up. I work for the government, and this is true too. Now I can't afford to leak my findings because now at the time Vegapunk 26 years ago did eat the devil fruit too, which gives him more brain power, luckily. Anyways, how many times have they caught you anyway? Open your eyes, Vegapunk says. Can't you see why they keep letting you go free? And in the background, you just see dragons, mind you, dragons in the background as they are talking, as Clover and Vegapunk, Prime Clover and Vegapunk in the background. Mind you, there's, I don't know what the hell is that. Like, you see the Punk Hazard sign on there, it says keep out, but what's behind the gate, the iron gate? What's behind it? I'm curious. It has horns. Is that a demon back there? Is there demons back there, Oda? I just want to confirm something. Is there something back there 26 years ago in your prime that we should know? That doesn't look like a dragon. Dragons don't have horns like that. Well, that's not like that, like Kaido's, but there's a demon back there. I don't know what kind of experiments you're doing 26 years back, but Jesus Christ. That involves dragons in the background, which you two are nonchalantly talking, mind you. It looks like Vegapunk has like some kind of baby dragon too with him also. That's kind of weird. Anyways, Vegapunk also speaks. They're hoping to flush out your allies. Stand down. Let the past remain shrouded. You won't find the answers to good and evil in a bunch of old stories. They're 26 and, well, anyway. I once knew. Now here's something, keep this in mind. We didn't know this when Robin's story was introduced, but now come to think of it, now I see why the government busted the hell out of Robin's home island. I once knew someone who carried a D in their name. He was killed right in front of me. Keep that in mind. We grew up together. Vegapunk, he was my big brother. Vegapunk is shocked by this revelation. Clover spills out his real name. And mind you, we didn't get this back in Robin's backstory. We didn't, not at all. They didn't even mention Clover's like full name until now. So here we go. My real name is Cliff D. Clover. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I mean, people might end up getting his name right, but from my understanding, Cliff D. Clover. On that day, I lied to save myself. You see a thought bubble right there? We were only friends. Clover yells, tell me, how am I meant to accept a world where you can die just for having the wrong name. So you're saying that, okay, I can see why people want to keep the D hidden, but for them, that having a D in your name means you're kind of an enemy to the celestial dragons, and if the celestial dragons find out that you have D in your name, that said D, well, you're through, buddy. I mean, the government either way, or celestial dragons would deem you a threat and eliminate you or enslave you, but I'm pretty sure they just want you dead permanently, since you having a D in your name, it will cause problems down the line. Remember that, kids, because this will be important down the line. Anyways, Vegapunks speaks up. History will only continue to be suppressed and the people will never know. I'll forget about what you just told me, but I'm afraid I can't help. Do your best to stay safe. And Clover says, speaks and yells Vegapunk's name. The voices of the past call out to just wait. I'll solve this puzzle, and when I do, you won't be able to ignore it. All right, cut into the past on that, or later on, 22 years ago, ladies and gents. 22 years ago. Now, mind you, this is where Caesar Punk. Well, he is a punk and an asshole, dumbass, which he literally is. Anyway, see, this is where Caesar comes in, and I think he was with Vegapunk at that time too, which he was at that time. Remember, Caesar speaks up. They finally got that archaeologist Clover, and he laughs, asshole, and he definitely said that's what happens when you look into the voice century. No one's gonna make that mistake again. And then Vegapunk remembers the conversation silently and remembers, I implore you, Vegapunk. And then he pulls out Nico Robbins wanted poster. Survival, the Devil Child, survival of Ohara, bounties 79 million berries, dead or alive. Which it doesn't say dead or alive on the bounty either. Which, is that important? Who knows? He thinks about it. Oh, it looks like some brat survived. And Vegapunk just still in silence. Is like, so she's a survivor, huh? You must have had a chance to escape Clover. And he sees a bunch of books in the water. So here's my thing. I read this chapter, and clearly it was some things I need to for myself, and I'm pretty sure other people are gonna review this chapter too. The books in the water. Can you not just grab those books out the water? I mean, I'm pretty sure the pages has been centered there, and now they're kind of wear and tear, but can't you just like grab them out the water and then somehow, some way restore them to how they were, or write them down? I'm pretty sure that's what Vegapunk did. Who knows? Vegapunk also says, you chose death while was passing on your research that important. You fools. Did you really expect someone to be curious enough to follow in your footsteps after this? And then cuts back to the present. And mind you, the broadcast is still going on. So they still haven't destroyed the Iron Giant Emeth yet. So Vegapunk still on broadcast, literally. Someone once told me that the voices of the past call out. History is written by the victors, and the words of the vanquished are usually cast into a deep, dark ocean. That being said, their truth can still come to light. And everybody's even it shows Zeph too. Listen to this, and then Robin is listening to this, and she realizes, oh, so that's why. Robin knows that Clover, the head researcher of her island, Ohara, has D in his name, literally, like his full name. But Jesus Christ. And Robin is just, it looked like she's crying or shedding a tear. For my part, I am leaving this world. And cuts back. Hey, what are you doing? Hurry and blast off. And mind you, this is when they're still dealing with Agorase, which is Samurai Gandhi, which is still hard on their ass, literally. And Little says, it's no good, we can't. That old centaur is gonna keep attacking, which, like I said, he's still hard on their ass, right behind them. So he ain't gonna stop until y'all dead, basically. We're finished if he does. This ship can only fly for a kilometer. If the geezer disrupts our trajectory even a little, we won't make it. And Samurai Granny is hauling ass towards the Thousand Years Sunny. Thousand Years Sunny. That Thousand Sunny. No, that's what they shouldn't have called it. 1,000 Years Sunny. The wind's blowing north, and that's reducing our lift. And further jolts will make us fall short of our projected landing zone. According to my calculations, this is Lilith. If we miss the ocean, our damages will be critical. We have to get rid of him first. So first they have to get rid of Samaragani. First priority. Second priority, launching off. If they can like buy a little bit time or just like a few minutes, I would say 5 minutes. No, yeah, a few minutes, and they're good. They only just need 1 minute and they're set to go. Atlas comes out of nowhere and socks Lilith in the face. Literally socks her in the face, knocking her in turn, knocking her out. And everybody's surprised. So, what the hell, Atlas? What? You knocked out Lilith? I thought you were on side. Now hold on. She explains too. Why did you do that to Lilith? And now she says, I'll leave her in your hand. Take off. I'll make sure you make it in one piece. And then Usopp speaks. So what are you talking about? And she tells Lilith's access has been severed. Atlas is the only one left. So technically, Atlas knocked her out, which in turn kind of, York has been knowing where their position is, what I'm trying to say. Now that York knows that Lilith has been severed, now York is relaying to Samaragani, take Lilith inside, Zoro. Got it. Atlas, you gotta explain. And I'll just say this, Atlas is about to sacrifice herself. We don't know if she's... Okay, so we got Edison. How many Vegapunk is that? That's like 2 out of the 7 satellite-ish? Okay, I might check back at the end of the story, but that's half of the Vegapunks right there, dog. You got the main brain dead, so who knows? And Samurai Gun looks like he's about to go in for the kill for Atlas. So we don't know. Jinbei said, let's go, Jinbei, or let's go. And Zoro yells, Jinbei, we regret it if we hesitate now. Zoro yells, tell Bird, do it, launch now and get us the hell out of here, because if we don't, then we're screwed, and all that buying time has been backfired, literally. And they blast off, and as soon as that they did blast off, York's arm gets cut off, mind you. Yeah, gets cut off arm, and she ends up sacrificing herself. So now going back to another one, a fighting of titans is occurring, and I mean titans. These are literal giant titans fighting on Egghead right now. One is a robot, and the others are like animals or mythical zones, which I don't know if they're mythical zones or just demons. They're not devil fruits, they're demons. But somehow, some way, Emmett managed, from last chapter, socked one of the Gorseis, the boar one, and broke his tusk, which Luffy wasn't able to do. So there has to be a weakness somewhere. Anyway, I'm praying, Vegapunk speak, I'm praying that this message gets transmitted safe. And speaking of transmitted safely, you got the other Marines trying to get their bounds and their footing. Vice Admiral Hound, sir, what is this? There's a snake, a boar. Well, technically not a snake, but it's a boar, a bear. I wish it was a bear. Demon bear. Oh, shit. Now that would have been badass. A bird and now a robot. Like I said, this is a titan. These things are bigger than a marine ship. So they're clashing of the titans. There you go. Where did these giant creatures come from? I honestly don't have the faintest idea. It's the huge robot. An iron giant. Now, Emmett speaks to Luffy and says this, Joy Boy, I am happy we got to meet again. And Luffy just sitting there like, what? Over here you is what he says. And then Vegapunks continues to speak. I realize it would be foolish to blindly trust in a one-sided account of a 900-year-old battle. And you just see Emmett just walk towards the Gorosei, the 2 Gorosei that are there now. 3. Well, you know what? Make that 2. The 2 Gorosei that now in front of Emmett and Luffy, the giant warrior pirate ships. He said, and Emmett says, I came like before. Your enemy is my enemy. I am glad I can fight for you again, Joy Boy. And Luffy says, you can talk. That's so cool. And we all know how Luffy is. He says, oh, damn, for real? And Emmett also says, I will protect you from danger, Joy Boy. So this is probably a mission for Emmett. If he see or senses Joy Boy, immediate activation. If Joy Boy is in danger, kick the enemy's ass or protect Joy Boy at any cost. Joy Boy's enemy is my enemy. So basically, him coming out of that water, or him coming to Joy Boy, Luffy plus Bonnie, because they both were in Gear 5th form. Or no, it was Joy Boy first. No, not Joy Boy. It was Luffy first. And then when Emmett was sinking and he reactivates because Luffy and Bonnie both went into Gear 5th. So that kind of boosted his activation kind of up there. Now he's ready to rumble, or fully activated now. And now that Bonnie got knocked out of Gear 5th form, now you just got Luffy that's in Gear 5th form, Joy Boy. So now the robot is basically fulfilling his purpose of kicking these damn things ass. Here we go. We must pound them to dust. It seems Vegapunk's speech is all but over, and these 2 or 3 titans just looming over each other, just ready to fight. And I'm pretty sure not even the Marines or even Luffy, probably Luffy, want to get involved with this battle if possible. Because I think Emmett, if he has something that can injure the Gorosei, I mean, like I said, what he did to the board just shattered his tusk in half, or broke his tusk in half, which even that is a amazing feat by itself. The giant warrior pirates yells, let's go. Hey, Straw Hat, is he a friend? Of course he is. I mean, he says Joy Boy, and he said, I will protect you. Your enemy is mine. So there. Not really. He was just saying something about protecting some guy called Joy Boy. Who is that? That's you, Luffy. He's protecting you. You're the #1 priority. No one else. It talked. We didn't hear a thing. Whoa, really? Okay, I see what happened. So if the Giants didn't hear it, that means it's the voices of all things. Janisha. Same thing happened with Janisha. Because Roger heard it. Remember that? Because during Roger's backstory, he heard Zanisha talk, and now Momonosuke heard him talk, and now Luffy heard him talk. So, see where this is going? So only Luffy can really understand what Emmett is saying. The Iron Giant, Emmett. Anyway, Bluegrass says, enough chit chat, shoot, we can't let them get away. Yes, ma'am, as all of them in unison. Vegapunk says, but I think we should be able to scrutinize and learn about the past from every perspective possible. I only wish I had much time. So, but there are those who cannot be stopped. Talking about the government, I'm pretty sure, in the Celestial Dragon. Now, in this panel, here we go. The giant titans begin to fight. And I gotta say, Emmett is ready to roll. I mean, I gotta say, when he says your enemies are my enemies, oh yeah, he definitely gonna rock your world with these attacks, basically. I mean, he already did with the boar, so let's see what he can do with the other Gorosei. Because the Gorosei are basically like high level right here. Luffy's level's like right here at the meantime right now. The Gorosei are right here. Emmett's power is kind of like similar, or right here, similar to the Gorosei right now. See what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? Considering how he cracked and injured one of the Gorosei. So they begin to fight. The Emmett and the one the Gorosei, the Worm, is ready to fire what's gonna come out, and everybody really sees that, and nothing happened, and then Emmett says, uh-oh, and Emmett grabs the Worm, because I think what the Worm is trying to do is eat Emmett, or devour Emmett. That's not good. Whoa, robot, it seems the last 900 years have rendered those weapons inoperable. Peter crushed them where they stand, end this transmission once and for all. And Saturn piece of shit, jumps off of Peter, when the Gore say, the tall man, remember? Well, technically not, but it's the one that looks like Sanji's uncle, is who Peter is. Saint Saturn says,
I will not let you escape.
And Kuma, and he says, pointing out two people, Kuma, Bonnie. And Sanji sees this, that's the Sunny, and hold on tight, we're going down. Are we gonna make it? And when I say Atlas was gonna sacrifice himself for the 1,000 Sunny to get the hell out of there, without taking, like, have everything pre-prep, this is what she had in mind. And oh my god, Atlas. So Lilith and York are the only satellites remaining currently, because Atlas didn't destroy or kill Lilith. All Atlas did was knock her out, which that's technically what she did, like knocked her out, severed her connection with York, because York was using her information or network connection to know where the Straw Hats or Lilith was. So once Atlas severed that connection, done. So Samurai Gandhi speaks up. So you mean to make a grand sacrifice of yourself? And then I thought she was gonna pull a Gojo, nah, I'd win moment, but nah, she just say, nah, I'm just lending a hand. And grand sacrifice right there. Explosion happens behind the 1,000 Sunny, and there we are, just done. Vegapunks says, 25 years the people ago, the people, Goldie Roger, and he brings this up for a reason, which I don't know why the reason is, but he brings it up. Achieved the unprecedented by circumwaving the globe, or basically Goldie Roger traveled. We all know how Roger basically had the beginning of One Piece story began of the story of Goldie Roger, King of the Pirates, travel around the world, yada yada yada. We all know that. He brings that up. I have no doubt that they headed the whole thing. I am confident you will all come to the same conclusion at this point and anticipate that it is what will ultimately determine how things transpire in the future. Now back to Samurai Gandhi and Saidan after that explosion of sacrifice. Oh, Atlas. Whoo! Well, she went out like a legend, I can tell you that. She said, nah, I'm just lending a hand. Me arm, but I had a joke for there. Anyway, York is celebrating. Piece of shit. Atlas signal is gone. It's finally happened. I'm the last Vegapunk. And Samurai Gandhi realized this too. I'm pretty sure everybody else realized, but as I said before, what Atlas really did was knock out Lilith. If Samurai Gandhi noticed this, all she did was knock out Lilith, sever the connection. So that's why Atlas told the Straw Hats or Zoro and the rest, take care of her Lilith, and that's how she gonna vanish. Samurai Gandhi is injured, which I don't think he's not rivering in pain, not like grunting in pain. I think he's just regenerating, which he is regenerating, by the way. That explosion ain't shit, because I think he's not a devil fruit user. I'm convinced he's not a devil fruit user, because all the things that he's tanking from Zoro, from Luffy, and they're not human. There has to be, they're non-human. Can't be devil fruits. Because if there were devil fruits, York would have used like some kind of weapon to, like, powerful weapon to immobilize him immediately or show injury. But no. He has a big hole, a hole in his, like, right side of his head, which is regenerating, by the way. Can't state that anymore. Samurai Gandhi says, no, not quite. And Saint Saturn says, we have let you say far too much, Stella. And the rest says, indeed, this is the end. And the Titans, the Boar and the Warren, Peter and the rest, loom over the Iron Giant. And the Iron Giant at this point has lost a damn arm, mind you. He's one arm short, literally. First was Atlas, and now Emmett. Boy, we're just taking arms off, huh, in this chapter. I wonder what's 21 looking like. Anyways, Emmett says, oh my, I have really rusted away. This is the time you spoke of, right, Joy Boy? Can I use it? Vegapunk says his last piece. They must have heard the voices of the past from the deepest source possible, or purest source possible. And because to the last panel of the page, what was that? Did he say go D and now chapter end? No break next week, which that's what they said in the chapter spoilers. So, well. So, guys, Oda has my final thoughts on this chapter. Oda has dropped several bombshells on us this chapter. Sprinkles, special sprinkles. He said, man, I feel like doing this. So the missing puzzle of Robin's past has been plugged in. Not the last of it, but we're getting there. I think we're just 99.9% almost complete. So we found out what Clover's real name is, full name, which he has the D in his name, which this is his name right here. That's some cool name. I can see why that. So he let them. It's kind of strange. He revealed that 26 years ago, this happened, this or that. 25, 22 years ago, that's when the island got bombed to hell. And I'm pretty sure at this point, Luffy don't know how to tie his shoes or wasn't born yet. Holy moly. Clover, and he had a brother. So if his brother had also the D in his name, does that mean he also has the D in his name and lied that he said, oh no, he's just a friend? An asshole move. Then again, this is my point of view or how I perceived it, read it too. But man, oh man. And the next shocking part is I thought Amos was gonna fight, but he wasn't aiming at his full power. Like I said, he was like he said at the end of the chapter, he was rusty, the most rusty. But then again, he did say, Joy Boy, can I use it? Can I use that weapon now? Can I use it now? I mean, shit. I mean, I'm maybe rusty and injured, but I still got one final gimmick up my sleeve. And trust me, oh boy, it's gonna kill one of those Gorosei upright. I mean, I hope so, but do Saturn first. He's the one that needs to go first. All the heinous shit he be doing. So he needs to go first. And my last and not least, Atlas. Now, Atlas figured it out last chapter. I'm pretty sure she put 2 and 2 together and just say, you know what? I know who it is. And it's the same person that we spared and now it came back and bite us in the ass, literally. So Atlas sacrificed herself, and I gotta say, losing arms left and right. I'm pretty sure the anime is gonna highlight that too. Captain King Shanks. Anyways, Atlas, man, oh man. Self-sacrifice. Sacrifice herself for Lilith, to protect Lilith, because York was, like I said, was pinning their location and telling Samurai Gandhi where they at. So if they escape, York can just, oh, right there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this ain't this and that. Oh, okay. So good thing that Atlas did that in advance, because if anything else happened, they ain't gonna be getting off that island so easily. And Samurai Gandhi, for the most part, damn sure ain't gonna let nobody else off that island or in sight survive. I mean, just look what he did to Atlas. I mean, cut the arm, and then there you go, exploded. Sacrificed herself for her friends to get away, and Lilith and Samurai Gandhi sent himself while regenerating. No, not quite. You're not the only Vegapunk alive right now. There's another one. Lilith is still alive, which you told me Lilith was severed, but no, the opposite actually. Atlas just knocked her out. To think the connection was severed. What are you so happy about, York? I mean, you're dumb. You're dumb. Double cross her too. So see how they gonna keep you alive after this arc. I mean, I'm curious what they're gonna do with York, honestly, after this arc. Would they actually agree to the terms with all this shit is happening? Because I'm betting when they get back to this whole thing is gonna be a PR nightmare for the government. It's like, oh, you just did. Come on now. I'm pretty sure the government is end up using one of the mother flame for a long time. Let's just say a long time. Some islands gonna get synced after this after this arc. I just believe it. Believe it. Some islands are gonna get synced by the mother flame. Just I bet you after this arc they're gonna like, oh okay, so we're having several issues around the world, uprising and demanding answers. So now we might have to sink this damn island or several islands, starting with AK Vegapunks laboratory. No one should know about what happened in Voice and 900 years ago or 1,000 years ago. Who knows? 1,000 years ago, Jesus Christ. Celestial Dragons or the government might have been damn near a strong force back then. But anyways, if you like this video, subscribe and like and comment down below if Atlas survived this tragic end. I mean, who knows? I mean, losing an arm and then Amethyst losing an arm. I mean, there's a trend in this. I mean, what? You got Captain Kidd. No, it was, I know this for a fact. You have Shanks first, Captain Kidd second, Atlas third, and now Emmett. So that's 4 people losing their arms. I don't know which side of the arms, but they're losing their arms back to back, damn it. And see you again, and see you next video and adventure laters.